Everybody, it's Chad Morin from Ghost Hunt Weekends, and here we are finishing up our 3-day event out at Lake Shawnee, West Virginia at a haunted abandoned amusement park. And you can see behind me we're in the middle of a 80-acre place, and this field right here, I'll put some drone shots on a little later. This was full. We had about 150 tents out here. People were camping out all weekend. This place was packed. It's crazy because we've had so much excitement all weekend, and now we're here alone and we're just packing up and getting ready to leave. So I just wanted to kind of recap the weekend a little bit. You can see up on the hill that Quonset hut, that's where Camp Ghost Hunt Weekends was. That's where we put all the crew, we put our campers and tents up there. We had a great time. People would come in right here. They would park over here in the field and they would find their tent and their camping area. And then we would have them walk over to the creepy ass ticket booth. We had a crazy weekend. What a weird vibe this place has. So this is where everybody would walk, and they would come in, get their ticket and get registered. Here's something we do. You know, everybody knows that Ghost Hunt Weekends, we always try to, you know, go a step above, and we try to make the event fun, you know. So we really wanted to theme this one and make you feel like you're at a carnival, or, you know, or back in the old days. We wanted to bring it back alive. So we added little things like, you know, we got some old posters that we had made that looked like the old, you know, alligator boy and the Amazon snake charmer and stuff. This actually, people like these so much that the rest of them are all gone. So people have been stealing them when they're leaving. I guess they wanted souvenirs. We had a really cool one on the window here, and it's missing. So people would get their ticket. They would walk down this path here. You guys are going to love this. So walk down this path, and right about this time, this is when they're hearing, we set up a huge sound system. We're playing creepy carnival music. So now it's like setting the mode even more, or the mood even more, you know. And walk this way. So here's what they're going to see. They're walking, they hear crazy music, and then next, all they see is this gigantic clown mouth face that they got to walk through. We're dismantling it right now, so we had our Ghost Hunt Weekends banners and all over it. And so when people are walking this way, it made a really great photo opportunity. So people are really excited about that. Here's the restrooms. There's another one of our posters, the crazy cannibal lady. So people would have to go this way. It's all destroyed and dismantled right now, so you don't really get the full effect of it, but they'd have to walk through this mouth and put a little smoke machine here. Then they would walk into the main park, where this used to be back in the day, it was just a busy, crazy place. You can see behind me back there is the old Ferris wheel. We got an event pavilion over there where we set up all kinds of exhibits. Whew, it's really hot out here. What time is it? It's about 1:45, and you can see where the bonfire was. It's still smoldering. We had that fire going 3 days straight. It's great. So you can see this place is huge, and we're out in the middle of nowhere. West Virginia, I mean, the closest big city, I think, is Charleston, which is the capital, if I'm right. And it's really nice. Bad thing, we had a lot of pollen. So we went through about 8 boxes of Zyrtec, and so that was a killer. I'll tell you a couple of the memorable things that happened this weekend out here at Lake Shawnee. We're getting ready to break into groups. We called all our groups, and we're getting ready to start our investigation. And all of a sudden, over in this direction here, we hear loud, it sounded like screaming is what I thought it was. And then next thing I know, we hear a loud crash and a horn going off. What it was tires screeching, where a guy was involved in a car accident, and you can see the road. It's way back there. So anyways, everybody that was around the campfire here ran to see if the guy needed help, and he ended up being okay, and police showed up. So that put us about an hour behind, so it made the event a little weird to start off. And people reported, we heard a flute. I heard it. It was a Native American musical flute. The other group said it was feedback on their headsets. But I was about right where I'm standing now. And way over there, he was saying it was a feedback. So I don't think it was. Other people heard it with me, and it really sounded like a Native American flute. We went to a grave area, and one of our crew saw a dark shadow figure that he said was darker than the dark. And then, of course, some guests saw it, and that freaked them out as well. This has been a fun weekend. We had a great time. We camped out. We cooked out. Had a big bonfire. Got to do ghost hunting. About midnight, the fog rolled in here. It was weird. Getting ready to head out. I got to go get the camper all set up and hooked up and get out of here. We got storm clouds rolling in behind me. We're going to be back November 4th and 5th. That's the weekend after Halloween. And maybe a little cold, but you know, if you're camping up into the mountains, just bring a jacket and a big sleeping bag if you're going to camp out. There's a town a little farther away. You can always stay there. Anyways, I'll pick this back up at the campsite. Look at this behind me.